Hey everybody, it's Aaron with Skill Tree Studios. Today we're going to show you how to hack a Wii. Now you need to have one of these older blockier versions of the Wii. You can't have the remodeled rounded one that had all the new colors and everything, and you definitely can't use a Wii U. Another thing about it is it needs to be, for our video, we're going to be using the update 4.3. If you have a 4.2, you have to do it a totally different way. So if you haven't even done homebrew yet, you could at least update your Wii to 4.3 and then follow along with our video. Otherwise, you're going to need to find a different source because we're going to be doing 4.3. You're also going to need an SD card. This is about 2 gigs. I think it needs to be at least 512 megabytes. It can be like a micro SD card with an adapter. That's fine. No big deal. And if your computer doesn't have an SD reader or anything, you can get one of these. They're really cheap, easy to find. You're also, to play some of the emulators, you're going to need a classic controller. You cannot use the classic controller Pro, the one with the wings where the buttons go, vertical instead of horizontal. I'm not sure why that is, but that's just the way it is. You're going to have to deal with it. Your SD card needs to be formatted in FAT16 or FAT32. We will go over how to do everything step by step. It's really easy. We're going to let you play emulators all the way from NES to PlayStation. And it's really fun, a lot to do, and it's completely legal and harmless to your Wii if you do it correctly. And we'll show you an easy step-by-step hacking your Wii for Dummies video. Alright, so let me go over what the Homebrew channel really is. It is a hack that allows you to download things like emulators, to play things from the old school NES to like PlayStation 1. It allows you to put in apps to allow you to do things like play DVDs on your Wii. I've never tried it. All sorts of different crazy awesome things, and it is really safe to do as long as you don't go outside of what's already been made or try to do things that I'm not showing you how to do them. So I would really stick to what I'm showing you in order to do this safe so we don't brick your Wii. So what needs to happen? We need an SD card, like in the beginning. So here I have my SD card here. So what we're going to do is we're going to format it. Now you just right click, format. This is really a for Dummies video. So here it says the file system is under FAT. You can under FAT or FAT32. FAT is FAT16, like I said in the beginning of the video. Apparently what I've read is that FAT16, the Homebrew channel reads it faster than FAT32, up to 3 times or so they say. I have an SD card that is under FAT32. If you can't format it outside of FAT or FAT30, don't freak out. It'll work either way. One's just slightly faster. So we'll go ahead and just format it. Warning, format rates outdated disk. Yeah, that's fine. We get it. Format complete. So okay, we have here a formatted removable disk. So what we'll do is you'll follow the link on the bottom in the description. It'll take you to this page. What happens is we have version 4.3. Under that you need something called Letter Bomb. We're going to use that to hack the Wii. So you have to pick your system menu version. So I live in the United States, so I'm going to pick 4.3. Now you're going to need your MAC address. Now how you find that is you go to your Wii menu, you go to Wii Options, then you go to Wii Settings, you go to Internet, and then you go to Console Information, and you will see your MAC address at the top. So when you get a hold of that, you type your MAC address right here, and I'm going to type mine in. Okay. Now see how underneath after you type it, it says bundle the Hack Me installer for me. Go ahead and keep that checked. Then you have one of these CAPTCHAs. I can't stand these things. These things are so weird. Labor. What the fuck is that? Okay, well, we'll just try. Let's go on an adventure. Make sure I don't screw up. Okay, YouTube? Okay, so when you think you typed in T-O-U-T-O-U-I-T-I-N, okay, yeah, whatever. You'll have the cut the red wire, cut the blue wire. It really doesn't matter. I always click on red. Why the hell not? So then it's going to say, chosen to open Letter Bomb. It's a zipped folder. You'll save it. Okay, that's fine. And it's going to go in my pooper. Downloads. Letter Bomb. So let's go ahead and put Letter Bomb I already have a copy, but yeah, move and replace. Okay. Like I said, I want this to be real step by step. So that's not it. That's not what. No, these are not things that I need. Stop doing this. So, okay, computer. So we'll open it. Now you'll unzip your file and you'll see all these wonderful things that are like freaking Latin to you. So you're just going to take all of them and you're going to drag and drop right into your SD card. Now, we're going to take that. We're going to go ahead and close this because you don't need that anymore. Now, if you notice, let's go over it real quick. Removable disk, you open it, you get this garbage. That's exactly what you need. Now you need to take it out of your computer and bring it to your Wii. Okay, now that you have your SD card plugged into your Wii, you need to make sure that the SD card slot is highlighted. When it is, you go into your messages, and you need to scroll back. You have to have at least a message in. You scroll back maybe 5 or 6 times. This time I only had to do it once. But you'll see it looks like a bomb in a red letter. It looks like a boob stuffed into a little bra. And all you have to do is click on it, and something crazy is going to happen. It goes into this weird boot menu, font and graphed by Freddie Lichtner. Okay, then you're going to see this screen for an eternity. And like I said earlier, it's free. So if you paid for it, you weren't paying attention and you paid the price. So good job. So finally, you hit press 1 to continue. Test results are in using iOS versions, blah, 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 blah. The only thing you can do is hit continue. So that's what you should do. Alright, so it says install the homebrew channel, boot me, view copyright, or exit. Right now, what we're trying to do is install the homebrew channel. Install the homebrew channel now? Yes, go. Installing. Success. Alright, continue. Alright, so back to this. Now, you see where it says boot me? You don't need to install that. You might want to look online and see what the options are or the pros and cons. So we're just going to exit. And then you get this fancy aquarium. And that's what we wanted to do. And you can pop the little bubble, see? There we go. It's a lot of fun, right? You spend all that time popping bubbles. Hit the home button and go to shutdown. Okay, so did you see how it was all bubbles and there wasn't anything else and you could pop the bubbles? Alright, so after that, what we need to do is you pull the SD card out, you put it back in your computer, and you're going to go to webrew.org. We're going to put the link on the bottom. You're going to come here. Now what we're interested in doing is putting on an emulator. So we're going to go to Homebrew Applications, and then up here you're going to click on Emulator. Alright, the one I recommend first is the FCE Ultra GX. So you click on that. Now what's going to happen is it's going to tell you all about it, all that good stuff. Okay, cool, I'll install it. So what you're going to do is links download over here. You see that? Download. Now you're going to see all these goofy things. The one we want is the one at the very, very top. So we're going to go ahead and click on that. Click on this again. Okay, we're using WinRAR. I suggest using that just for the sake of, following along. So we'll save that. Okay, so let's shrink-dink. Go to Compooper. Go to our downloads. Now see how the FCE Ultra GX is right there. I already have it on my desktop. You just drag it. Bada bing. Yeah, okay, move and replace. Okay, so there we go. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to open our removable disk. Not that. And then we have to make an apps folder really quickly. That's what's going to launch when we pull up. Like, it was a screen full of bubbles and nothing, so we didn't have any apps. So first we have to make an apps folder. Okay. Now what you do is we're going to go ahead and open the FCE Ultra GX. And see how there's an apps and then the FCE UGX. We're going to take that apps folder and see how there's another FCE UGX. That's full of the boot, icon, meta, and readme. That's all stuff that needs to be there so we launch. So we're going to take this one. Let me do that again for you. See, apps and this. You double click in apps, and you're going to drag this one just into your SD card. Okay? I'm pretty sure. Nope, I did that wrong. I'm dumb. This one goes into your apps folder. That way when it launches, see, the boot and all that, that's the emulator. That's on there right now. Now what we need to do in order to do ROMs is we'll go right back. See, we'll do it again. You open this, apps in this. This is the actual thing that allows you to play ROMs. See, there's the ROMs folder. ROMs are games in case you're brand new to this. Okay, see now there's this. And when you open that, there's cheats, ROM saves. Okay, so we're done with this. Alright, so when you want a game, this is really easy. You're going to go to coolrom.com, probably the best site for this. You're going to go to ROM files, and since we did a Nintendo emulator, that's what we're going to click on. So let's just say we wanted Contra. Okay, cool. You'll click on download now. This whole crap goes on. This is how they advertise and pay for things. You just wait. One eternity later. Download your file. Close that. Shrinky dink. Go back to downloads. I don't know why this is set up this way. You know that there are easier ways to do it. Contra. Now you don't need to open Contra when it's there. See how it's like this? All you have to do is drag it into your ROMs folder. Boom. Contra. Fantastic. So we're going to go ahead and close everything out, and we're going to go try it and make sure it works on the Wii. Okay, so after you plug your SD card into your Wii, you'll see that you have the homebrew channel. That'll always be there. See it right there? Okay, so you click on that, and then you get to watch this neat little animation with its cool music. Yeah. Okay, hit start. Now, that screen where it was the bubbles and you're popping the fart bubbles, it's going to have the FCE Ultra GX Nintendo emulator. Click on that. Yeah, click on load. And then it'll bring you to the emulator menu where you see your ROMs. We only have Contra, so we're going to play Contra. Look at that. If it worked correctly, you should be playing Contra on your Wii for free. And it doesn't get a whole lot better than that. Okay, so everything seems to have worked. Really quick, a couple of emulators I suggest. The Genesis Plus is really nice. The SNES 9X GX, that's your Super Nintendo emulator. That one runs pretty flawlessly. The Wii 64 is kind of buggy, but you can get it to work. I know I got Mega Man 64 to work on that. Works great. The Wii SX is also pretty flawless. That's an awesome one to check out. And then for your handhelds, the only one I checked out was the Visual Boy Advance GX. And that one's nice because it's your Game Boy, Game Boy Color, and Game Boy Advance emulator all wrapped up into one. That way you don't need a Game Boy Color one and a Game Boy one and blah, blah, blah. It's everything at once. Total package. Let me talk to you real fast about this little disclaimer. Do not update your Wii after installing the homebrew channel. Okay? Turn your Wii Connect 24 off. Do not update. Because when Nintendo comes out with an update, they're trying to get rid of the homebrew channel, and it can totally jack your system up. It'll brick it. It'll make it completely useless. Then you'll have to send it in, and then you just give them more money. You don't want to do that. So, if a game, like I know if you had version 4.2 and you updated it, I know New Super Mario Bros. Wii updates it to 4.3. That can ruin your system. It's a really sneaky way. They knew everyone was going to buy that game, so they decided to update it. And it bricked everybody's Wii's. It was crazy. So make sure to check up on that stuff before you, like buy a new game and, don't want to install an update. So make sure to do it. It's fast. It's free. It's easy. It's totally legal. And have fun, everybody. This is Aaron with Skill Tree Studios, and we'll check you out later.